Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Race Week. This is the series where we take a look at what the best and worst of what social media has to offer on the course of a race week. And of course this past week has been filled with car launches. In actual fact we've had 5 in the past week as well. So let's get started with the first of our car launches from last week. If you call back to last week, the Red Bull. Oh dear. I mean, that front nose just looks horrible. Who on earth? There needs to be sponsors on the yellow bit because it just bland. And you're trying to fit all those sponsors above the yellow bit onto it. It just looks terrible. Whoever came up with it, I mean, they've tried to force last year's design onto this year's car as well. Obviously you'll notice the Oracle sponsorship is a big sponsor. It's a new title sponsor, apparently worth £500 million, as if Red Bull didn't need any more money as well. Also revealing their car, Aston Martin, and I've got to say their full car as opposed to the render that we got from Red Bull. Now of course Aston Martin have changed their car, gone with the BWT, so gone is the pink. It looks a lot better from the side, but I feel that I don't know how I feel about the Aramco on the back. Would it been better if it had just been a dark green as opposed to the Aramco colours on the rear wing, the back of the rear wing? I don't know, but other than that, is it the best car since sliced bread category? You'll have to wait and find out for that video coming soon as well. Obviously though, they did take it onto track as well. They seem to have gone obviously a little bit different route with their aero as well. I'm not an expert on the aero side, but that's what I've heard as well. Obviously though, we all got bored to death by Lawrence Stroll, who went on almost as bad as Red Bull with their advertisement of a release as well. But they were on track on last Friday as well at Silverstone, so we got to see the car as well. I'm not entirely sure about the green paint. I think I prefer British racing green as opposed to the green that they've chosen personally, but that's just my personal opinion. You can let me know what you think to all these liveries, which is your best one, in the comments below. Then we got McLaren as well. They revealed their livery, something a little bit different. Now these renders that you're seeing on screen, I think that the blue, what I saw when I was watching this live last Friday, the blue looked a lot worse in the studio under the lights than it did in the renders. I don't know whether or not it's going to look a little bit worse. The side looks horrific, like it's missing a sponsor as well. I think the blue's a little bit too much. You need a bit more black there on that side as well. That's just my personal opinion as well, but from the front it actually looks quite nice as well. It's something a little bit different from McLaren, which is good because the dark blue and the papaya orange has been going on for absolutely ages, and it's about time that we had something different to represent the car.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
Now it's time for I'm Stupid. This is the segment of the show that we take a look at someone who's done something really stupid over the course of the race week. And this of course usually goes to someone who's done a stupid crash. However, this week's award winner goes to Lando Norris for almost revealing his team's livery while streaming live on Twitch.
Oh no, did they see my suit?
Why would I think you did?
Because I stood up to look down there.
Did you? Please don't tell me you did.
It's actually been a busy time for the 4-year-old. First of all, Lando was actually at the Brit Awards presenting one of the awards there. I mean, F1 drivers have been getting about. First of all, we had in December, of course, we had Alonso and Ocon at the Balloon d'Or. Now we've got Lando Norris at the Brit Awards. I mean, F1 drivers really must be strapped to something to do in their winter break at this point. But the 4-year-old has, of course, got himself a four-year extension to his contract as well with McLaren. And I do pose the question with Lando: will he do something that's really rare in Formula One and actually race for one team in his entire career? I can't actually remember the last time someone actually did that for the entire career. As I say, it's very rare. I mean, apart from those who just race one race in their career. I mean, someone who's actually completed season after season after season with the same team. It's very rare to see that happen. But in Formula One, especially nowadays, where you've got junior teams as well in the mix. So yes, I mean, Lando's done a good job for McLaren anyway, despite the fact he looks in this picture like he works at Halfords as well. But, you know, I mean, if McLaren is there and competitive, then you should be able to win races this year as well. Back to the car launches. AlphaTauri yesterday revealed their car. It was actually revealed by Pierre Gasly, who revealed it a couple of minutes before the AlphaTauri Twitter admin did as well. It actually looks, it's a half decent car for AlphaTauri, considering the fact that they've managed to replace the two sponsors that they lost with some more sponsors that they've managed to find that no one's ever heard of. I mean, to be fair, this team doesn't need sponsors because Red Bull's giving parachute payments from that $500 million new sponsor as well. AlphaTauri, they need a good season. So Noda will be looking for the consistency. Otherwise, as I said in my predictions video a couple of weeks ago, he'll be out. Gasly will be looking to impress, so he can get that promotion, or so either Red Bull or Mercedes. So it's definitely going to be an interesting time for the Italian team. We also had today Williams. Oh dear. It doesn't look great. I'm not going to lie. It's worse than last year. Last year's livery grew on me. I must admit, last year's livery I put in the bottom category. But it actually grew on me, and especially when I saw it in the game, it actually grew on me as a livery. This is dreadful. What's going on with the tick thing at the front? I don't know. Where's the red come from? What happened to the red's completely new. It looks like. It looks dreadful. I mean, if it was a white car, then it would be in the same category as their 29 lean livery. They have at least done something with the sides, but it doesn't look great, to be honest. It's worse than last year. They've got less sponsors than the sponsor placements were terrible as well. To be honest, they have gained Duracell as a sponsor. As well, so that's big for them, for Williams to have a sponsor, but they still got Williams on the rear wing. They still can't sell that rear wing space, as well. Most of the sponsors are stacked on the front wing, as well. Well, at least it's not got a blank front wing like the Red Bull, but it's still not a great car looking livery. Whether or not the car will be fast, I personally don't think so, but that was my predictions personally. Moving away from all the liveries then, with just a couple bits of extra news, and the Bahrain Grand Prix got renewed until 2036. Yes, it got a 14-year contract extension. Obviously, this picture's doing the rounds now on the screen with Lewis Hamilton as an old man. To be fair, he won't be that old in 2036. I'll be in my 40s in 2036, so you know, Lewis will not be racing then, neither will Alonso. Definitely not, as well. Is it a little bit iffy that F1 is announced? I actually think it should be a typo, 2026 instead of 2036 personally, but there we go. Rich Energy are back in the news. It's been a while since we've heard them threatening to sponsor Williams or any other team as well. They sponsored the Jamaican bobsleigh team, which of course WTF1 tweeted the cool running sequel no one saw coming. I swear to God, please can we not have there. If I urge the Jamaican bobsleigh team to get rid of Rich Energy as soon as possible as well. And we're not going to end on that horrible little look. Instead, we're going to end on Ferrari, which, of course, their livery's coming on Thursday, but they have revealed their team wear, which would look quite good, except for the Shell logo. What's that red behind the Shell logo for? It doesn't. Yeah. Obviously, this has sparked a lot of rumours because there are a lot of rumours that Ferrari's livery will now be red and black, a little bit like my Drive for Career Mode livery as well. Potentially, we'll have to wait and see as well. So you know they're going to have all the all their new sponsors on as well, because they gained Velas, Santander back and Siva as well. You know, so they have replaced some of the big sponsors that they lost, but whether or not, I presume they'll still have the money. Well, they're Ferrari anyway. They shouldn't be running out of money, but nevertheless, you know, I mean, with the budget cap coming, of course, as well. So that is where I'm going to end it for today's episode of Race Week. If you have enjoyed, then leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more episodes of Race Week. I just want to quickly mention, I haven't put it on the video. Of course, sprint races got confirmed. It's the top 8, by the way, that get points. Is it going to improve my view of sprint races? No, because I still don't think if it's the risk of getting 8 more points in comparison to losing 25. So comparable with the current point scheme that's on offer, I don't think. The top 10, I still don't think it's going to make teams go for it. That obviously depends on how much overtaking with the new regulations can be done as well, personally. But obviously we've got Imola, Austria and Brazil are the 3 races, the only 3 races that there'll be sprints at as well. They've changed a few things. Pole position from Friday will actually be pole position now, although that obviously the start at the front as well. But yes, that is probably a separate video as well about sprints. I haven't quite just let me know what you think about that as well. And if I get enough comments about sprints, I'll put together a video of all your suggestions and give my thoughts as well. But until then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.